by the dawn's early light. What so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
All right, race fans, we're here tonight, short tracking it again here at Martinsville with the Top Hat Comics Crooked Line Racing. We got the super late models here. Got a good little track, Martinsville, well-known style track for the NASCAR set of crew. So, Kaysen, that'll be a good one here because NASCAR, oh, it's NASCAR. You run here too. Martinsville, a little flat track.
Yeah, definitely. I've seen these cars run at Martinsville a bunch of times in real life, and it's always a good race. So let's see if these guys can put on a show like they do in real life.
Oh yeah, and these cars here are kind of fitting for this style track. I mean, it's a half-mile style track here. It really looks bigger than what it is, and I think maybe the straightaways are what kind of give it off there. But got many names, the paperclip, conveyor belt style track. Really, it's kind of like what two drag strips with two turns on each end.
Yeah, that's kind of how I put it. So
absolutely, can sit here to grin them up, go to town here tonight. Brian Zimmerman out front, Chris Carroll there starting in second. Pace cars pulling them off. So good look at paint jobs out here too. Okay, this guy, man, loves condiments. I'm telling you, Chris Clark, good dude, he's funny too. He's done went to the Kraft Heinz to the mayo car. So dude, when you done went from ketchup, mustard to mayo. Guess if you got a burger, there you go, man to talk to.
yeah, no, I'm waiting to see what he has next. I'm waiting to see if he has like what it is in hibachi places, yum yum sauce. I wonder if he puts that on there.
yeah. The yum yum sauce or the you gonna come out with A1 sauce or something? Who knows? He's gonna have them all plastered on that car for it's over with. Oh man.
Mayo chup maybe.
What's that?
Mayo chup maybe.
Sure. Yeah. There you go.
Ketchup and mayonnaise mixed together.
You know what? I've had that, and I've had that on well, you know, have a french fry. I'm not a big mayo fan, but actually, now this might turn a lot of people out, but I used to eat a lot of pinto beans when I was growing up. Mom just fixed a lot. And we'd eat them with mayo mixed up, so there you go. Green flag. Oh boy, Andrew, man, closing the nose on Brian there, just ever slightly. Tanner holding on the third, but you got to here because the outside's not really the place you want to be. There's a bump and run.
If you're stuck on that outside, there's not much passing you're going to be able to do. We talk about passing a lot. There's not going to be much you're going to be able to do until the guy on the inside makes a mistake, so.
Yeah. And it's very hard to pass here at this place once you get single file. And really, the bump and run's about the best way to get. I ain't talking about wrecking somebody or run them over, but a textbook bump and run. I go back to the Earnhardt errors. He did a lot of it. But if you want the newer age, probably the best bump and run I can go off of in the last several years has probably got to be Joey Logano and Martin Truex. That was just textbook. People got mad over it, but that's just because the fan base now is weak. And whatnot. I said it. But it was a bump going in the turn, moved the guy in front of him up, got along side by side, and then they just doored each other to the finish line, and that's short track race.
Yeah, but something I hope we don't see. I think it was Matt Kenseth and Joe Logano.
Yeah, we don't want to see that now. I mean, you don't want to deliberately try to kill a guy on the track now. I mean, if you get your fender under there and you get that rear quarter panel, then that's a different subject. Bump and run, you should square up. What you want to do is kind of give the guy a bump, and basically, essentially, you're just trying to get him to have more speed going into the turn where it gets the car tight and it goes up the track, and you're just able to scoot on right on by him, and that's just the bump and run. But by no means do we want anybody to wreck anybody. But look at this, man! I tell you, with the Bandit car out here, oh, Andrew, this last couple of weeks he's been pretty quick. Zimmerman behind him. R. Clifton and company. Tanner been quick.
Yeah, and I forgot who won last race. Was that?
Chase Pierce, which is not here tonight. I don't know why. But old Pierce, he blew him away last week. He would have started in the back. Pierce. You know what? I'm pretty sure.
You know, I don't know if it's just me being blind, but I also haven't seen Chris Carroll in any of these races until today.
No, he's been in. Chris Carroll definitely has been in. He's been in the back. Remember, Chris Carroll's won a lot, and he's been in the back and had to come through the field. Actually, Chris Carroll won. Pierce come home in third, my bad. So Carroll came here. So Carroll's the one that's got to start in the back. So they have the rotate. If you win, the next week you have to start in the back here. So, yes, Carroll right now is in 13th. And I'm going to say he's a master of coming through the field. Don't ask me how he does it. The man just comes through the field without getting into any trouble.
Yeah, it kind of looks like they're not really trying to pass at this point. I mean, it is a 125 lap race. I wouldn't blame them.
Oh, yeah,
but
yeah.
Something on this track, I don't know fuel-wise what they got. But, I mean, if we stay green, we'll probably see some pit stops happen.
You know, we talk about, and the last couple races have been really shorter style tracks, almost about what this one's been here. We have not seen pit stops, come. Normally, yes, they can go about 80 laps, maybe 90. Stretching it maybe to 100, depending on the track size. So we'll have to see how that plays out. Right here, Troy. Running it. Carpenter's falling off pace just a little bit, and Troy got the apron, and around he goes. Gosh.
That's an unfortunate one.
Yeah, but nothing he can do. Kind of caught that. It's like a bump, speed bump,
Curb.
Yeah. Got unique names for them at Charlotte. Turtles. Why didn't they just call them an apex?
You know, something I kind of saw, he had some help. I don't know who that was, but he had some help going around.
Yeah. Well, he caught that and he kind of got sideways, and then the other guy behind him didn't know where he could go. He just boom. Done.
No damage to his car, so he should be fine on that aspect.
Oh, yeah. Talk about pit stops. So, you're in the back. Sure. Come on in. You see Carroll with that pit stop. Remember, he won the other week with an awesome pit strategy. All these guys out here waited until late, but Carroll got caught up in an incident early and pitted early, able to make it the rest of the way. And by the time everybody pitted, he was way out in front. And here, he's pitting again, so why not? You're back there in 13th place spot. You got really nothing to lose. 16 in. This actually might put him to where he can make it all the way. Talking about that.
Yeah, and another aspect, we talked about this a lot too, tires. Shorter tracks, less banking means harder turning. So I don't know if tires are going to be an aspect here.
Now, and you're going to learn that real, for some reason, and the seasons I've been doing it, I don't know if it's an iRacing thing, I'll be honest with you. In real life, yes, let's just say it, tires would definitely, really would probably want it. But for some reason here on iRacing, let's say you're, I don't know, 10th on back. Or, excuse me, if let's say you're the leader, and like the top three, and, I don't know, 40 laps to go, 50 laps to go, whatever. You're not coming in and giving up that track position, because if you did, you're not going to be able to get through the field. I've seen it too many times, and I don't know why, because it really, logically, it would make sense that the tires would be much faster, because we see that in NASCAR. But for some reason, for these cars and these tracks, and on the tour mods, this does not translate that way. The tires do not give that much an advantage enough to give up that track position.
Yeah, that's kind of something I've been seeing for these last few races that I've been here is tires, they can come into a factor if you have your wheel cut all the way. But other than that, I mean, it may seem like they're getting a little slick, but nothing that will affect them too much.
Yeah, it's not like you're gaining the seconds like we're used to seeing by, you know, old set of tires versus new set of tires. Here it might be only a few tenths. Well, a few tenths, if you're back in 12th place spot on a track like this, you're just going to run out of time with 30 or 40 laps to go, because the laps are going to wind down, and by the time you're able to get through the field, you're just caught in traffic. So it benefits. Plus, by the time you do get to the leader, you know the tires level off. So by the time you do get to that leader, your new tires, your benefit has done worn off by then. And there's where I say that track position is king. And I've seen it just too many times play out here. Although we've had drivers sit and say, "Oh yeah, I put tires on, car felt great." Yeah, but the visualness on the track is not translating to those tires feeling great for some reason. And I've not figured it out. That back there was going sideways. That.
A 97.
The Allen. Watch Lee Allen. He's got a nice looking car. looked like he just got that thing sideways a little bit.
Go back to where he enters the corner. He had a little help from, looks like the 35. Just didn't break it down.
Yeah, he's got that 2 in front of him. And, yeah, that's another thing we're talking about. Oh, yeah, right there. Now, that would have been a pretty good bump and run. But, whoo, Carroll almost got, dude, I got a little bit of damage. But you can get a little damage. Just,
Oh yeah, you're not gonna be able to come out of this track completely clean. You have to fix your car after when you go home. So,
I mean, but you know, as long as it doesn't throw the toe out or mess the motor up or something like that, suspension wise, you can get away with some cosmetic damage here, you know, real easy wise. So, unless it messed up Carroll's steering or something, see the bump there in the fender, could be okay. Meanwhile, it's all Andrew up front, man. Got Tanner hanging on in the second place spot. Zimmerman right behind him. Those two have actually walked away from Zimmerman back here, third place machine. Tanner might win him one. Tanner's come on strong this season.
I've seen that. Tanner is he's definitely shown that he's fast. He can get up there. Just not sure when he's gonna show us that he can actually win one.
Well, you know, and extra excitement last week, you know, some drivers, so to speak, but trying to bounce back this week, see what he can do. He's up there in second. Zimmerman hanging on in the third. Raymond up there in fourth. Clifton up in the fifth. Top Hat Comics here tonight, folks, in the Lexington area, North Carolina that is, and you're roundabout. Check out Top Hat Comics, man. I tell you, I like that place where I go to get my model stuff from. He's got models. He's got paint up there for you if you need it. He's got obviously comic books. Top Hat Comics is where he started. But get you any comic you want. He's got a whole slew of them there. He's got a lot of those hot toys, figures. I mean, we're talking about the big figures too, the real detailed ones, collector styles. He's got a bunch of those there. You can order you one. And then plus he's got the sim racing. They have up there every Wednesday night live. You go up there and they do Gran Turismo 7 and they have like little tournaments there. About four or five rigs set up. Fun thing to do. And I think in the back they also have Magic the Gathering. So if you're a hard playing Dungeons and Dragons person, there you go. Check them out.
Yeah, and I actually looked at the Facebook and we're actually going to go up to Charlotte for a race one night, so I might take a little drive and go check them out.
Well, while you're there, too, go up about 3 shops up above it. There's a place called Red Donut. I'll tell you what, that's... Man.
Yeah, I think we're talking about leaving at like 11 p.m., 12 a.m. Getting there early in the morning.
Okay, yeah, there you go. Yeah, out there says, oh, Nickel. Was it Nickel? Go. Let's go, Uncle Scotty. Scotty Stevens, I'm going to take. We're rumbling good here in the 8th place spot. Yeah. Well, that's awesome, man. If you come up to Charlotte area, check it out. Like I say, you're probably coming down through 85. I'll take this one. Which way you coming?
I'm not sure. We haven't got that far. So.
Gotcha. Yeah, okay. Brett, you getting in Ohio?
No, I'm in Florida.
Oh, that's right. Well, then you come up. Probably come up. Depends on where you're at in Florida. 95 bring you all the way up through. Problem is, 95, you're gonna have to cut over somewhere. I thought you were coming down. Now we're about 50 minutes from Charlotte, so you'd have to come 50 minutes up to Lexington from Charlotte, back in 45.
Yeah, we're actually thinking of there's a go-kart track up in Lexington they wanted to go to. I forgot what it's called. It's like those Italian go-karts we were talking about. Unless I'm thinking of a different place.
Well, the only thing around here I would say, I mean, Charlotte probably has them. Yeah. Not sure around here. I mean, Bowman Gray's already closed. Caraway might be open. The only other thing I know of.
Yeah, I mean, maybe a different track too. I'm not.
Right,
I'm not
yeah,
100%
yeah.
sure.
Now, I mean, Charlotte has some other small venues around down in there, Concord area, stuff like that, Kannapolis. That's all down there, so yeah. If you do make it up here to Lexington, though, you gotta go by RCR. Right there beside Lexington. Go to his shop and go to his museum. So, yeah, I think you like Earnhardt. Because I only live, Austin Dillon's dad lives like a mile and a half from me. And Richard Childress is only like 5 minutes away from where I'm at. The dude's got a mansion.
Didn't Richard sell his race team, or is that somebody else I'm thinking of?
That must be somebody else here because it's still RCR.
Yeah, I heard there was somebody that sold their race team.
Not sure about that. Most of the race teams down at Kannapolis, Concord. This is the one that's in this area. You see Andrew still leading this thing. Tanner is still tailgating him. Go around the Mayo car out there, Clark. Clark should have threw out some condiments while they went by. Let him slip on the track. Won't give him no ideas. USFirearms.com. Gotta appreciate them guys coming on board. They stay off that website. I'll spend too much money. And my wife be mad at me.
You know, it's weird because you said Chris Clark's the one with the condiments, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Off the road right now.
On my side, I don't see that.
Oh, you know why? You don't have trading paints. Look on the stream that I'm showing you right now. There. You'll see it. Look at the watch and Discord stream. You'll see it.
Oh, yep. That's
You gotta have trading
definitely
paints. That's why.
Yeah, I have it. I guess it's just not wanting to work today.
Dude, all right. I'll tell you what to do. Go down there in the far corner, exit it out, and then to bring it back up, and it should re-download all the paints for you. I have to do that sometimes because it won't download all the paints for me. And what I do is I just basically totally go to my taskbar and I right-click, exit, kill it, and then just bring it right back up, and it re-downloads everything again. Sometimes even when I do the Control R, it don't redo it, so I just totally kill it, let it re-download everything. Try that. See what happens.
Yep, now it's re-downloading everything. There it goes.
And it'll flash them white and put them back over for you. I have to do that sometimes if guys tell me, because if I'm already loaded into a session, if guys go, hey, I got a new car, sometimes the Control R don't work for me, and I just kill it, bring it back, and it re-downloads it for me. So right now, Tanner man's all over the back end. Andrew, he's been leading this thing. Zimmerman's hanging on the third. Raymond, right there, silently been in fourth place. He probably just got in or so from work. And then talk about Raymond, and he gets into the wall. Go figure. Got nervous.
Yeah, it's looking like trading paint's not wanting to work for me today.
Control R. Right here. Crazy.
Okay. That's a good sign because all the cars went white. Yep, there it goes.
Oh, cool. Sometimes it. What we got behind him? Jeff Clifton here in the Ratchet Mobile. And Guy Barrett hanging on back in sixth. Scotty Stevens right there was watching him. Carroll's held on in eighth place. He's slowly but surely trying to climb to the field. And, you know, we were just talking earlier about how tires and how everything would be. You could just see how long it's taken him just to get back up to eighth. And, I mean, 55 laps into the race. Another 55 laps, he's only came up, what? 4 positions or so? 5? In order for him to win the race, he's got to get another 8. He's just basically going to run out of time almost. I mean, it just takes so much time for them to get to the field.
Yeah, with this track, I mean, the only way that I feel you're ever going to pass is the bump and run. That's the only, unless the guy in front of you makes a huge mistakes and gets out of the groove. But I mean, that's rare to see unless they.
Well, you're just that much faster than the guy in front of me, you know, and whatnot. But I'm with you. I think if they make a mistake, they hit the wall. If a guy in front's equal strength that you are, the only really way, like you said, to get around him, I think it is a bump and run. And then it's going to be pretty much a, personal preference thing. Do you want to do that to the person in the front, or do you want to try to maybe ride behind him and try to make him make a mistake? And do what here Carroll did, get beside, and then we get that nose in there. So, like Scotty, he just left enough room going into the turn. Then we get that nose up underneath him.
I'm watching Tanner and Andrew right now. I mean, it doesn't look like Tanner can even get close enough to do a bump and run. So,
not yet.
I think, yeah, not yet, definitely.
He's there. He's keeping Andrew honest. If Andrew, right now is mirror driving, to me, I'd almost want to just turn the mirror off because I don't know. I want to sit there and watch the mirror. It's all about rhythm driving here. Get out of a rhythm. That's when you make a mistake.
Yeah, I like to keep the mirrors on just so I can see when somebody's coming up to my bumper. So if I have to make a last-minute block, I can make that last-minute block.
Oh, so you're going to block somebody. You be the one getting bumped in the run.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Oh, we see Casey, man, going off through the infield somewhere. We know what happened. Oh, man. Which, a lot of times I play in the VR so I can see around. Kind of cool, I mean. I get it. 3 monitors are awesome. Probably ultimate clarity-wise. But, man, that VR is just like the realism is like...
Yeah, with VR, I like to turn the cockpit mirrors on, and I like to take the virtual mirror off.
Yeah.
So it looks just a little more realistic.
Awesome. Yeah, and then you can see like the fire extinguisher right there beside of you. Right beside of you. I did my VR one night racing and told my wife, I said, check it out, there's a fire extinguisher right here beside of me. I was pointing at it, she goes, no, there's a table there. I said, there's a fire extinguisher.
I actually, my apartment complex, they give us fire extinguishers, and I actually just lay it right next to me for the realism.
Oh, Lord. No, I hear you. Go out and get you one of those, there's some guys probably done it. Go get you one of them mini sprint cars, put it there, put your rig inside of it. There you go.
I was actually thinking of buying a late model chassis and body and throw my rig in there.
I've seen that done. So it's kind of cool. Awesome.
I have guys that have body parts ready for me, so once I get
anybody out here's got one. Kind of cool. I don't even know if anybody out here's running VR out here. Ask some of these guys, see if anybody's running VR. Whatnot. Oh, Jeff Clifton, man, he's harassing the back end of Raymond. He's going to go for the pass here. Raymond, I heard him earlier talking about this track being a little slick for these guys on these late models.
Tanner is finally getting up to the bumper of Andrew. He's just in the window to where he can give him the bump and run. I just don't think he doesn't want to do it yet.
Oh, he almost right there. He touched him. Yeah, Tanner right now looking good. Raymond falling off the pace just a little bit. Let's see where Chris Carroll. He's up to 6, so he's gained 2 more spots. Slowly but surely, but you can just see how much time it takes for him to come through the field at this place.
That is not what Tanner just wanted to do. He just hit the wall coming on the backstretch.
Oh, missed it. I got looking at her. It's easy to do here, though.
Yeah, that wall
like
popped
it
out.
slowed him down too good.
Yeah, I mean, he was still in the throttle once he came off the wall, but slowed him down just enough to where Andrew kind of pulled away for a minute.
He is there. He looks like he's a touch faster than Andrew, but that's the problem with this place. It's so tough to pass, you know, trying to get around here.
Yeah, it looks like he's just about a tenth faster from lap times. Andrew is running 19.981, and Tanner, well, he did run 1/10 faster that lap. He didn't run too good though. It's 20.042. So
yeah, it's back and forth. One lap fast, one lap off, and then I mean, he could get to that bumper. It's just, I don't know. Maybe use one of these lap cars to maybe use as a pick here, but it's just. I mean, Andrew's doing what he needs to do, protect the inside lane. It's all Tanner to have to get to go around him. So let's see what's happening back here with Raymond and Clifton. Them two is back at it. Carroll. Yeah, let's get through the field a little bit, see what else is happening. It's kind of spread out right now. Old Larry Bell. Brandon Yo. Seen him in a while. Back out here. 11. Troy. Fun earlier. He's back up to 13th. Levi in the first car lap down. Avil Watkins, 01, and old Jeff Miller. Jeff Miller, he's a good guy. I got to tell you a story about Jeff Miller. Miller time. Here, okay? Look, got to meet him at the Top Hat Comics. Cool dude. But let me tell you what, don't ever take any candy from him because he tries to get you in his van, man, and show you some puppies. I got no clue what puppies are, okay? I don't know what kind of puppies he's selling or what kind of puppies he's giving away. And I don't know what kind of candy he's offering. Guys, don't do it.
oh no, candies and puppies sound like a really good deal. So
that's what they talk about, man. They said Miller's out here giving away candies and puppies. I'm like, I guess if it's a bulldog, I mean, it might be all right. I don't know. If he's got Snicker bars, I mean, hey, I might fall victim to that one. So who knows?
I was actually running a Legends race before I came up in the booth, and I was running first. This guy came up behind me, and I offered him a Snickers bar to back off away from me.
Oh, there you go. Here, man, have a Snickers. You're not feeling yourself. But that's the Miller Time story right there. He's old, and Chris Clark, I got to meet him too. He's in his Mayo machine tonight. He don't give away candy and puppies, so you ain't gotta worry about that. Oh, Jeff, I tell you stories. He said, man. I got to meet the other Jeff, and I got to meet old Chase too. So a couple of the guys, man, it was kind of cool. Tell you what, Andrew's doing good. And we back apparently was talking about this right here. Tanner's a little bit faster. The problem is getting around at this place. Andrew's doing what he needs to do. Protect that bottom lane and don't let Tanner have it.
Yeah, that bottom lane is probably the most crucial thing you could ever have at this track. Besides speed, of course. But, I mean, if you have that bottom lane, you can pretty much consider yourself a winner at that point.
We got Andrew, man, still hanging on with Tanner there. And, we're back at a race back here. Look at this. Clifton, Raymond, Carroll's in the mix. That's where Carroll's got to be patient and mindful. Don't want to get caught up in a wreck there. Ooh. Yeah, you saw Clifton grabbed a curb there, and that car came up, and Carroll had a heads up there a little bit.
Yeah, that curve will definitely shoot you up the track a little bit. So that's something else you got to stay off of. That's what I see Andrew doing. Is he's just far enough off the curve to where he knows he's not going to hit it, but he knows that inside line is protected. So.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Those guys, remember, clobbered up back here. Carroll's still trying to see if he can get to the field. He's in 6th right now. Lifton hanging on, so good battle back here amongst these guys.
Oh,
Tanner did got him.
him.
Oh, and caution out. Let's go and see what happened on the leader's side here. Tanner's in that inside. Do it. He goes on the inside low. Just a little contact side by side with him. Oh. He finally got to the door of him. But that was just kind of one of them door-to-door racing deals. And
yeah,
Andrew left that window open a little bit too there.
Yeah, I think he got him. I think it was about turns 3 and 4 on lap 86, I believe it was. Maybe 1 and 2 on 87. Yeah, it was 1 and 2 on 87. He got him a little bit, and then finally moved him up out of the groove enough so he can get down there. What a move.
Yeah, and it, it just stems back to what we was talking about. Short track racing. Now, Jeff Clifton not pitting. I don't know why. He's going to have to pit. Oh, here he comes. He's want to lead a lap. But it is here, though. Tanner actually is not going to come out of this one. Tanner took tires. So now here's where you're going to see we were talking about the tire situation. Because the top kicker flies through here. But the top 5 all did not take tires. Tanner's the first one did. Raymond and Andrew and Guy looks like all took tires. So yes, I think Tanner will be able to probably pick some spots off here. Oh, never mind. There's going to be 4 now because Brandon Yo's in pit. Oh, Carroll.
And that's not something I would have done is take tires.
Did Chris Carroll get a penalty on pit road or what?
He must have. I don't know.
We do have the choose cone rule. Okay. And looks like everybody's going to choose the inside road. So if I was Carroll, everybody's going to choose the inside row, I'd choose the outside row. Because if it's going to throw me all the way back to 9th place, I guarantee I can get back in line before I drop back to 9th place again. Yeah? See, now Tanner's smart. But I don't know why Carroll... Somebody going to have to give me an update on why Carroll fell all the way back, because he was up front.
Yeah, so what I'm kind of seeing is Carroll was 36 mile an hour and he crossed a white line, so I'm thinking he got a speed on pit road penalty.
Yeah, we'll see it as soon as he goes green. If he goes into pits, then he did. I mean, he's going to have to serve it. Now, here's where we go back to this is going to be a perfect example of old tires versus new tires.
And there goes the car.
That didn't. Scotty Stevens, though. Oh, we got off the track, though.
Yeah, we're still green.
Let's go back and watch it one more time and see if we can't.
iRacing at its finest.
Hey, man, we've had wrecks on short tracks before, and did not even throw a caution. The guy being sitting in the middle of the track. Watch this one right fast. Got a feeling, he just kind of like lost it going to the turn. Yeah, maybe a little help. Put it around. Okay, I go back to what we were saying earlier. Remember the old tires versus new tires? Well, here it is. I mean, this is a perfect example of track position. You would think that Tanner with those new tires would just be able to blow right by Zimmerman. That's logical, right? But you see it right here. For some reason, with these cars, it just don't translate. I don't know why, but it don't.
I wonder if, since he took tires, since these tires have been raced on, even for like only a few laps, wonder if they're already wearing down on him, and it's pretty much like the same tires he had when he went down pit road.
Yeah, that's it. You know, your guess is as good as mine. I got a feeling it's a hard compound, and what's happening is, and I don't know for 100%, but is if it's a hard compound is meant to be for a long running tire, so it'll run for a long before it wears off really slow. So I'm thinking it's a hard compound. Zimmerman keeps doing that. Tanner's gonna go around it. But it's a hard compound so that the guy out there on old tires they don't die off as quick. You know, I really haven't found the formula to it, but you see it right here. I mean, Raymond and Marr both have new tires, man. 23-second pit stops. Zimmerman's still running on 12-second pit stops. He might have put 2 tires on because he still had to put fuel in the car, but still, even with that, holding his own. I wonder why Carroll never went on pit road, but he fell back. So it has to do something with that choose cone rule or something. I don't know.
Oh, you know what? Maybe he entered a closed pit. Maybe that's what that was. Or maybe he exited.
But then it would have fell down to the end of the longest line, and he did, wouldn't it? I'm trying to figure it out.
He would fall back to...
Now, Andrew here's the one who I don't understand either, who came out. I don't know. See, the choose cone rule can throw it off like this, and I got a feeling that a lot of them guys, everybody was going to take inside, but then Tanner saw that, and me personally, that's a smart move. Go to the outside as Larry Bell's around and takes her right into pit road. Nice. Oh. So the choose cone, here's the only way I can maybe explain. Choose cone rule, everybody was going to take the inside. They left the outside wide open. Tanner obviously jumped and said, nope, I want the outside. So he went from his position up. And somehow the choose cone rule maybe threw Carroll back and threw Andrew back. I don't know 100%. Either way, I'm about as confused as everybody else out there. Why Carroll went back to 6 and Andrew is, maybe I'll give me an answer after the race and we'll update you. Either way, Andrew's stuck where he's at. Tanner's definitely up here good, but Zimmerman's a tough guy to get around.
Yeah, and you know, there's something else I'm seeing too. Tanner is running a completely different line than Zimmerman. He's running closer to that curb. I don't know if that makes a change in anything, but I mean, it looks to be. He's gaining.
Not sure the fastest. Yeah, I'm not sure the fastest way around this. Obviously,
walking.
What? Probably the safest way sometimes. Let's say it that way. It might be the safest. So, yeah. Appreciate everybody tuning in out there. Let us know who your favorite drivers is. I know y'all quietly watching. That's fine. Hey, listen to us up here try to analyze what's going on. And Carroll back here is trying to slowly but surely get around Brad Carpenter if he can't gain some positions here. Been able to move it through the field up to 5th right now. Trying to pick up 4th, but Jason Raymond's the man who's got the 3rd place. And Carpenter just, I don't know where he's going, but that's the wrong way. But Zimmerman's got 17 laps to hang on to it. Tanner's not been able to get to his back bumper yet.
I see what happened to Carpenter.
Tanner, man, up on the wall. What happened to Carpenter?
He hit the wall entering the corner, so he couldn't get a an entry.
Okay, all right, that happens. And you just saw Tanner come out the turn, hit the wall. Raymond, good heads up, not to run him over, but it does let Zimmerman. fly them away. But this is what I was talking about. The new tires versus old tires. And you can see, I mean, it's almost like track position is king. We've seen Zimmerman win a lot of races this way, too. Get out there and just do what you need to do.
You know, we've had 2 drivers loaded up going home. Scotty Stevens and Larry Bell. They both loaded up, went home. So
they're not quite sure what happened to them out there. They got into trouble.
I know Stevens. He picked his car up and took it back into the garage area. So
that's a strong guy, man. Pick his car up. Wow.
I didn't see what happened to Larry. I don't know what happened to him, but
you didn't get what I said, did you?
Oh no, I did not hear that.
I mean, I said that's a strong guy. He picked his car up, took it back to pit road.
Oh yeah, picked up with one hand.
I mean, there you go. Levi Allen having a good run. Remember, he spun around earlier. Look at this, having an awesome run. That's a nice looking. What's that? Pizza Hut? No, Hut. What is it? Hut Brothers Pizza. Okay. U.S. Firearm. Colorful car. Looks almost like he's ready for Christmas.
You know, Scotty Stevens probably like Carl Edwards on that one commercial and just picked his car up with one hand, looking for his sub sandwich.
Absolutely. Hey, look, I hid my sub. Andrew, who pretty much dominated the first part of this race back in 7th, not probably going to be happy with the outcome of it here because he had a very good machine. This man Zimmerman running a throwback paint job to Davey Allison days. USFirearms.com on it though, looking strong. And even though Tanner with them new tires, he just cannot do anything, and that car looks like it is tight right now.
I wonder. I don't know the brakes on these type of cars, but I don't know if the brakes are wearing off and fading.
They will.
That's why he's dropping back a little bit.
And you'll also, brake fade is the thing you'll feel here at this track. Because it looks like he's trying to drive it in a little bit too hard. You can see it just running up the track. Raymond back here in 3rd. Carroll's closing in on Raymond. He's got 7 to go. He's going to see if he can't get a good top 3 here. I don't know. Maybe. Bounce it back here. Raymond going to give him a hard time.
I'm going to think Raymond's not gonna let him bite it too easy. So.
I don't think so. Carpenter's still hanging on to that 5th. Levi hanging on to the 6th. Andrew back in 7th. Troy spun a little earlier in the race. He's back there in the 8th place spot. You got Clifton behind him and Bradley Yo. 10th. Guy. And up and down. You got Avell, Jeffrey Miller, and Clark. The other 2 out of this one, Bell and Stevens. All Zimmerman got 4 to go. And it's heating up back there for 3rd and 4th, though. Look at this. Probably going to be about the best battle on the track. What's Carroll going to do?
Yeah, this is one of those times to think, okay, I got to get by him, but I don't want to wreck him.
Right, yeah.
So you kind of have to aim right for his bumper, just push him right to the corner and hope for the best. Yeah,
you're either going to commit to the bump and run, or you're just going to stay there in 4th, because unless Raymond makes some huge mistakes, it's going to be very hard to get around him. You got to look too, though. Carroll is running at points, so 4th place finish as opposed to wrecking is not what he wants. I mean, if he can get around him, sure, but I think he might be content with 4th. He's there. He's going to bump him a little bit. He tried it. And that was a good effort right there with the white flag. That might be all he's going to do. He probably did enough right there to see if he can move him. And knowing Carroll, I think he's going to just kind of leave it like it is. Yeah, he's just going to leave. He tried it there. He's going to leave it as is. But Zimmerman going to be the man pulling it off. Tanner's going to come home in 2nd. Raymond's going to pull her off in 3rd. What a finish to this one tonight.
A little bit of contact right at the end down there.
Yeah. Did he get a penalty? Did he get so and so? But then I thought, you know, if I'm back there in 10th, everybody doggone going to go. Race, hey man, look, you got side by side and y'all was racing. It is what it is.
Now the contact when he wrecked, I know he's not happy about it.
My apologies, those guys out there. I didn't thank them last time. I meant to. I got in the interview and forgot all about it.